Let's go. East side Harlem and I rep the South Bronx. I love my city, love my city, I love my city. I love it. New York, New York, New York, New York, New York. I love my state, I love my state, I love my state. I love it. I love New York, love it. I love New York. H-Dog, boogie down, uptown, uptown. Borough, Staten Island, what now? What now? Long Island, BK, upstate. I'm on my New York State, I'm always trapping every day. If you trapping, double up and get your bread back. I'm only rolling fevers, trips in a mess.
Hey yo, it's your boy Kush Lee, and you getting cushed up with Mix103x. We the livest in the cushed up.
How's it going, guys? This is Clev Brown on Mix103x TV, and today I'm joined with Rob representing TTMOB. So Rob, tell us, what is TTMOB? What are you guys doing? What is it about? Just walk us through it right now.
Yeah, basically it's the team music over bullshit. Like, I started it a couple years ago with a bro of mine. He's out of town right now, but we started up a team because I was always around music, you know what I mean? Chilling with a bunch of different crews on some, like, being on the entourage type shit. After a while, like, somebody told me, like, yo, why don't you know what I mean, do a track, you do it yourself. And it ended up coming out good. Like, I went to a show and, like, we packed out the venue, it was crazy. So I linked out to a couple of the people that we was working with, and I had everybody working together because chilling with different crews, everybody was always shitting on the next person. Like, oh, we better than them, we better than them. After a while, them same people, everybody working together. That's why we named it the team music, you know what I mean? And over bullshit, you know what I mean? So TTMOB basically is like a group thing, ain't no bosses. Like, yeah, I started it, whatever, but ain't no bosses. Everybody leaders doing what they gotta do. Like, there's over like 6 crews rocking out with us right now.
So originally, when you guys first started, it was you and your bro. So
Yeah.
you guys started together.
Shout out to 2 Double Easy.
2 Double Easy. What's up? What's up? So you guys started it. It was you two. So
yeah, it wasn't even a name at first. Like,
it was just you guys knew you had a plan.
Yeah.
Like, you had the plan before you had the name. So I think that's basically what it is. So right now, would you say you guys have grown? You guys have more people?
Oh yeah, it's real big.
Like
now.
how thick are you guys right now?
Like I said, there's about like good 5, 6 crews that are messing with us now. So
Wow.
it's real
And they all
big.
spawned from TTMOB.
Nah, they all been doing their thing. I just kind of got everybody together. You know what I mean? We called it like the power circle. You know what I mean?
Right.
But nah, everybody's that thing. Like TTMOB is like my team, but that's like what like started like everybody like to start working together. We got MGG, there's Money Gang Goons, there's OPM Music, we got Monster Boys, the Av Boys, we got the Timeless Bullies. There's a couple of us, so it's big. And everybody working with each other. And went from everybody trying to be like doing them to working together. It's doing good too.
You know, I always think that it's very important in any team of artistry is to always, I guess, share the wealth. And like what I mean by that is, I don't really believe in every man for themselves. So I feel like if you have some knowledge and you have some opportunity, you should spread it around. So
especially coming from the Bronx, like everybody was always trying to do their own thing. You know what I mean? It's always good to do your own thing.
Right?
You know what I mean? It's always good to do your own thing, but I just did it different for once, because like I said, everybody I was chilling with was always shitting on the next person. So I was like, fuck that, do a track on one of them. Like, I don't mess with them. I was like, what about one of them? And that's how it started, you know what I mean? And it went crazy. Like right now, it's no joke. It's no joke.
And like when you first began, where was your first venue? Like where did you perform? Like how did you even
My
get the opportunity?
My first performance was at an event called FaceTime in Staten Island.
Okay.
It was big. Like that was the main. Like that. The first time I went, I was doing on some like taking pictures and modeling and networking. The second time I went, I actually went with my own songs and performed, and it was crazy. That's what made me do music that day. Cause I didn't take it serious my first performance. I just recorded some tracks. They signed me up. And it was crazy. Like my whole family went, everybody I invited went. Like we packed out the venue, and it was a wrap since then. Like since then, I was like, this is what I meant to do. You know what I mean? Like I actually it took over after that first show.
All right, I
That
got
was
a
at
really,
FaceTime in Staten
I got a
Island.
really silly question for you right now. Okay, so being that your show in Staten Island, right? I'm pretty sure you've been to shows before where the person who's hosting the show will do like a borough call. You know, like, who's from Brooklyn?
Oh, yeah.
And like who's from? I just feel like no matter where you're at, if you just shout out somebody from Brooklyn, there's always
They're
like
gonna start
no
going
matter
crazy,
where they're
yeah.
at. But if you ask someone if they're from Staten Island, you'll get like one person calling out. Like,
See, that was the total opposite.
that was the
like,
total opposite?
we
Because
actually had a
you're on their
show.
turf, So
Yeah,
that's-
we had a show. My bro Chubb, he was performing the New York track, and after he finished, he did the same thing. Like, he shouted everybody out, and when he said Staten Island, like, the whole building started going crazy. But then it was also screaming to redo the song, like, do it again, do it again. So, Staten Island was the place that, like, put me on, for real. But I'm from the Bronx, born and raised.
So if people wanted to, because I see you have the logo on your T-shirt. Out of curiosity, do you have it on your snapback
Yeah, I
as well
got it
too?
on. I had too.
So like, if people wanted to possibly TTMOB clothing, where can they go? Is there a website, social media? Like, where can we go?
Yeah, everything's
to?
social media right now. You can holler us on Facebook, Instagram. You know what I mean? If you're gonna holler at mine, it's TTMOB_suckerfree_Robski. And on Facebook is the same thing, you know what I mean? But that's how we're doing it now. We're building up a website to make it more official, because a lot of people from places hit us up and we can't do it. We have to do it. We made a PayPal account. But right now it's social media, Instagram and Facebook is how we getting at people with the clothes.
It's definitely important to just brand yourself, and you're doing that right now, having your logo and representing yourself.
All different styles too throughout
Yeah.
the year. If it's the winter time, we got the sweatshirts, hoodies,
really?
scullies.
So you guys are just like thinking about all the seasons. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And so if you were to describe your style of music in any way you want, there's no right or wrong answer, but to just give us an idea of like what it is like to see you perform. Like what are we gonna expect when we see you on stage?
The definition of mine would be undefined. It's like you're never gonna know, you know what I mean? Like I really, to this day, I haven't officially found my style, because I would change it up in every track, like it depending on who I'm working with, you know what I mean? That's how I would do my music, you know what I mean? Like I got all type of music for the clubs and everything, like rap music, you got the hip hop, you got shit for dance hall, like a little bit of everything, you know what I mean, you think of, we were trying to do. Like literally, any kind of music we literally trying to do right now. So it's undefined, I would say. If I was to like say what type of music I do, it's undefined. Like I won't even stick to one genre.
Was it always that way, or like in the beginning, were you focusing on certain areas and styles, or
Nah,
like
it
as
always
you
been
grew,
like that,
you
because like I
just-
said, I wasn't the one doing music, it was always all my people,
Right.
you know what I mean? I was just part of like the entourage. So I got like a little bit of ideas from everybody I hung out with, and that's what made me, basically, because I didn't have a flow. To this day, I don't know my flow, because I would change it up on the next track. It depends on who I'm
just
working
being
with.
full of surprises, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the way to go.
And you can see in my shows, like every time I performed for you guys in Karma Lounge,
Right.
I would always do it like that. Everybody would stick to like one type of music for their set. I'll throw a little bit of everything and chop it up real good that it fits the time and rock out.
I just feel like, on average, I feel like, hip hop lacks a lot of versatility. Let me like rephrase
It's
that.
hard.
It lacks versatility today, because I feel like, in the past there was like a lot of versatility back then.
Yeah.
But I think it's important that artists are trying to, I guess, bring that back. So just from your description of when I asked you what your style is, I think you answered that right on the mark. So it definitely says, okay, you bring versatility, you bring
Yeah.
something different, and
And that's also the good thing about the team, because I may not have it, you know what I mean, for like official punchlines and everything, but I know somebody that do. I may not be good at battle rapping, but one of my mans will eat you up in the battle, you know what I mean? I may not be good at singing, but I got a person that will come
any
sing his
dancers
ass
in there?
off.
Like anybody could break it?
We do it all. It's the power
Nice.
circle. It's real big, you know what I mean? Real big. I want y'all to really look into it. Y'all gonna see more next week too in the show. We're coming out.
Where? Next week, where?
Yeah, next week we're gonna be performing at what's this bar? 580 bar in Brooklyn.
Bar 580,
Yeah, I got a
Williamsburg.
20-minute slot. I'm not sure if everybody else got 20-minute slots, but it
20
should be.
minute
Let everybody
slot.
do what they gotta do.
Bar 580, 20-minute
It's in
slot,
Brooklyn.
Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
First time going there?
Yeah, my first time
Definitely
going
won't be your
there.
last. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing you. Are you going to have more people from...
Oh yeah, we bringing everybody. Everybody's
man.
coming
Are you
out.
possibly going to bring some merchandise?
Of
Maybe-
course,
yeah,
we're
you
gonna
got
have some
to.
hats and shirts. I always like to bring shirts to give out. Like I don't even like selling shirts when I come to the
Oh,
show.
see, now
because there's always
that's-
people like, oh, how much? Oh, okay, you know what I
Just
mean. Next
take
time,
it, you know? That's
I'll
how
just
you
give it
create
out, you know what I mean?
fans.
Give one to the DJ first. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely I forgot to do. My last show was give it to the DJ.
I'm a size medium, bro.
Medium, they no more. We
size
have all
medium.
sizes, bro. Everybody gonna get a shirt.
Well, definitely, Rob. Look, I definitely look forward to seeing you and the rest of the crew at Bar 580. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be
Definitely wanna
hosting
see
it with
everybody.
Karina, so we definitely look forward to seeing you. So definitely thank you for your time, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, thank you for
definitely-
having me,
Yeah,
man.
we'll be seeing more of you, though, definitely.
For real.
This has been Clev Brown with Mix103x TV, and that's a wrap, folks.
The way I do it, hoping I'ma stop it. I took it to the bedroom, tell it rock and lock it. Took it down south, she pop like a shopping. The way I pull up, hop out and pop it. I'ma do it all, I'ma do it with my dogs. So we started from the floor, can't wait to hit the wall. Just say we want it all from the, on the ways to the wall, get it all. I'ma do it with my dogs. So we started from the floor, can't wait to hit the wall. Just say we want it all from the, on the ways to the wall. I just wanna party, I wanna make love at night. I'm just trying to smoke weed with the bros and get high. I'm just trying to get get drunk. I wanna live that life. So many things I wanna do. What you wanna do, y'all? Cause I'ma do it all, and I'ma do it all, hey. And I'ma do it all, I'ma do it all. And I'ma do it all, hey. And I'ma do it all, I'ma do it all. And I'ma do it all, hey. And I'ma do it all, I'ma do it all. And I'ma do it all, hey. And I'ma do it all, cause I'ma do it all.
Hey guys, Clev Brown here on Mix103x TV, and I'm joined here with my man Chubb Mason. So he's really excited. This is his first time here. Your first time doing a TV interview. Won't be his last time, but I'm just really excited the fact that you're excited to be doing this. So
Thanks
glad
for
to
having
have you
me,
here.
man.
Yeah, glad
Thanks
to
for
have
having
you
me.
here.
I'm excited to be here too, man. I always used to watch this network back in the days
Oh,
growing
you're a
up.
fan.
Yeah, I mean, man, yeah, I used to watch. Yeah, I used to keep up with all that.
That's what's up. Now you're on that, so definitely.
Fire.
That's
Nigga,
good.
we made it.
Yes. So Chubb, so tell us, what brings you here? What do you do?
Well, first of all, you know, I do music. I'm saying I'm a songwriter, I rap, I sing. People say I can sing. I mean, I've been around real singers. You know what I'm saying? But I got a good voice though. And basically, you know, I came here to support my fellow Power Circle member, TT Mob Robski. You know, he brought me along here, so I'm like, why not, man? Just another day in the office, trying to promote what we got going and just trying to get to the top, man, you know. And with people like you, man, it's gonna help us, man. Shout out to 103x TV, man, you heard?
I have to laugh because I kept saying that incorrectly, Mix103x, but you just did it perfectly on the first
Yeah,
mark.
man, I'm a
That's great.
professional, man. I try to,
No,
once
you're
I know my
doing-
knowledge and pitch, it's there.
You did it. So I spoke to Rob earlier, and Rob says that he's one of the originators of TT Mob.
Yeah, facts.
And were you one of the originators? Did you just join? Like where do you fit in?
I've always had my own thing going. I'm the leader of Money Gang Goons.
Money Gang Goons,
That's my clique right there. I'm signed to a label called F Media. We got our own website. You can check that out. But as far as the whole thing with me and Rob, we always knew of each other. You know what I'm saying? And I went to one of his shows in FaceTime in Staten Island, and there was just one song that caught my attention from him. It was called "Think About It." I'll never forget it. You know what I'm saying? And after he performed, he got off the stage, and I went up to him, gave him his props, and the rest was history from there. We started mobbing out the mad shows. You know, I'm like, Money Gang Goons is like one of the first groups that became Power Circle, you know what I'm saying? Besides TT Mob. It was MGG, I believe we was the first ones. You know what I'm saying? But if not, we was one of the first ones. But that's how that happened with me and Rob right there.
How important do you think it is for artists to network, make connections, and meet people?
I think it's very important, especially coming out of New York because, you know, the South, even Cali, you know what I'm saying, they support each other. New York has always been against each other and always want to be on top and be better than the next man. You know what I'm saying? So I always encourage every artist to just expand your horizons, network, meet new people from different places, new faces. You know what I'm saying? You never know who that person knows or what that person can do for you and what you could do for him as far as being successful. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my outlook on that.
Now, is it often that you go to a show and either you feel compelled to, I guess, approach someone on stage if you thought they did a really dope job, or does it often happen to you that sometimes people even approach you sometimes
Well, it
after they
happens
see
a
you
lot.
perform?
It happens
you
a
know?
lot to me. I just feel like the music speaks for itself, because there's a lot of artists out there that, you know, probably, you know, their music is not that good, but they still got good stage presence, like, you know what I mean, and they still captivate the crowd, you know, things like that, though. But yeah, you know, I think it's important, man. You know what I'm saying?
So it sounds like to me like you are a multi-talented artist, which is great. So you rap and you sing.
Yeah.
And out of curiosity, do you have a favorite attitude? Is there one that you do more, or do you just find yourself doing
Well,
both?
I started off rapping. I always was a harmonizer, but I was light on that area, you know what I'm saying? And in 2010, I was signed to EMI Records. 2010 or 2011, I had a publishing deal. I was working with producers from G-Unit, a producer named Jared Jacob. He's not G-Unit producer anymore, but he's definitely a musician that travels around the world. He's known. I was signed to Damien Eden. Well, long story short on that, that's what got me heavy on my singing.
Right.
Because it was a publishing deal to write for R&B singers. I was working with Rico Love and all that. So ever since then, I got heavy on my singing. Like, I actually try to make my vocals better. I stopped smoking cigarettes to, catch certain notes. I started taking it more serious. So now it's a mixture, man. It's a mixture. I got a lot of rap. I got a lot of singing. You know what I mean? And sometimes I put them both together on a track. So, yeah.
Do you also write lyrics as well too?
Yeah, I write all my lyrics. I write for people. Yeah, I'm a writer. I feel like that's one of my best talents. I'm a great songwriter. I know how to put words together real good.
Do you feel like when you're in the writing process, do you feel like you write your best material solely for yourself, or it's just like, okay, I'm gonna write something really great and either keep it for myself or like?
Honestly, I write, whether it's the feature or my song, I treat it like it's my song. I go hard. Don't matter. Sometimes people be thinking the feature that I'm on is my song, but it's really theirs though. So I go hard, man. Like everything's like it's my song, man. Don't matter. I'm gonna go hard every time.
Definitely. What is the biggest crowd that you can remember that you had at a show?
This was like in 2009 or 8, I think. It was like a school auditorium. It was mad packed, and it was like, but it wasn't the actual. It was in a school, but it wasn't during school hours or anything like that. And it was, yeah, you know how auditoriums be pretty big in school, so it was that plus more people. So I think that was like my biggest crowd. I mean, but I had some decent crowds, you know what I'm saying? Especially in Minnesota, too. In a couple lounges and bars.
In Minnesota, okay.
Yeah, I did shows out there.
How's it different from New York? Like, I never been to Minnesota, so...
It's very different. Well, it's cold, so bundle up. You know what I'm saying? But it's very different out there because out there, it's like I was the new guy again. So I had to prove myself all over again, like, you know what I'm saying? But out there, they're more lyrical, like they're more conscious. They like lyrics more than they like swaggy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like out here and out here we want to dance and party. Out there they on that hardcore rap, lyrical, subliminal, irritable, all that other crazy shit. You feel me? But it's cool though, man. They support you, man. It be cold as shit, and them niggas still come out and support you. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting paid for the shows too. I ain't never get paid for shows. My paid shows. I was getting like 40-minute slots. You know what I'm saying? And or it was an experience, man. I'll never forget that, man. Shout out to Minnesota, man. You heard all the artists out there.
Cause I just feel like if you're from New York City and you go anywhere else to perform, or just being anywhere else, knowing that you're from New York City, I feel like it's gonna be love or hate, no in between. So it sounds like they definitely show some love out there.
I mean, they gonna always hate us, cause we from New York, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, as long as you don't hate me in front of my face and disrespect, we good.
Yeah.
Put some respect on my name. I ain't gonna say no more. We done or we finished? No, I'm just playing.
That's good. The funny thing is, we actually are finished, actually.
Oh, shit. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing, so...
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no more.
Don't say no more, like... So, for real, though, this has been Clef Brown with Mix103x TV, and I want to thank my man Chubbs for coming through and just, blessing us with his words. And that will be it until next time, guys.
Okay.
All right. You can do is be yourself. Grab a fucking baking soda off the shelf. And tell the fucking manager I don't need no help. Look, boy, to a man, never little shit. Nigga sauce, but he drinking a little bit. Damn, these young boys, they can handle liquor. Kept it boo, 100 and my pockets getting bigger. From Killer First to Lennox Ave, yeah, that's my niggas. We saw the boundary, cross the bridge and we gon' kill ya. Man, they got time for the fuckery. What do you want it, bro? I never mind your energy. Bitches swallow everything. Oh, you finish me. Over there, rocks my money, that's my family tree. Overseas, where fucker in the canopy.
now I'm raising hell, came in hard, they ain't gon' sign a failure. Just to the bar, gotta make a million. Baby girl, see it in the name. I try to stay the world, no way to take. I'm feeling like I gotta save myself, heaven sent. Now I'm raising hell, came in hard, they ain't gon' sign a failure. Joey set the bar, gotta make a million. Word is born. And so the fall, trying hella hard. War restore in my reservoirs. And homies giving seminars. 4 hours cold in a court. I came with my balls. I ain't waiting till I get a call. Or would I wait upon it? Money like pussy is gon' come. If you working for it, so I'm gon' deserve it. Working till they say I went the furthest. Suppose this shit now I'm still here amongst the worst. Optimistic when it's bad like bird shit. Best friends having them divided over dick. If my ex chick trip, I'm so liable to hit. Then my next with the ton is vicious. The uptown chicks coming through round 6 with 6 swishes. I ain't fucking a minute. Come before the 4 finishes. Winning more with a good whore at a Gryffindor. You gon' get distorted. My parents had bread for the recession. I probably could afford it. Now I'm on a different plane in orbit. Reinforcing fortune. All great niggas got egos. I poured out for my heroes and hit resource. Took shots with okay, y'all pedo. Only lucky few die peaceful. So we hope when we go to the bitch on my face. As things started slipping away, my ex wish is disgraceful. So I'm never ever gon' chase you. Can't lie down, make do. Take time and remain cool when I make moves on my lonesome. Why? My mama deserves to throw sun converse. Less bad, don't write no services. Focus on yours, stick to the wordplay. They recognize early, words are surely. In due time, baby boy can give it them blue lines. Go out to LA, sleep on futons. Murder whoever who's on. Cause me and dog don't need a New York. We will still need the truth more.
Get up, enjoy yourself, man. Show some love, man. I heard that the shit they sleeping on, but this is shit that they need. Can't set up blood pressure, don't let none of y'all breathe. Shit, I probably won't be rapping if it wasn't for G's. That's worth it in G's, don't worry, want my heart on my sleeve. They say love don't cost a thing, but her pussy ain't free. I just wanna find out if that pussy for me. Until then, I'ma go and stack these bitches and flee. You know, blood, sweat, tears, but I ain't looking backwards while I roll his backwards. Cause I got to keep my distance from these fucking actors. It's true, boo, nigga, get it correct. Coming at these niggas neck and I ain't talking Gillette. Reporting live and direct. Watch out, watch you the finesse. Watch out, watch them when I flex. And I ain't breaking a sweat. Nah, make money, take money, make it. Smoking on that credit got me feeling like Jamaicans. Cause I'm running out of patience. A shelter's what I stay in. I fuck that rent money up, I do too many cases. I swear to God, I'm tripping like some time laces. So when they beat up on you, know I gotta violate it. My mama would have loved this. Burning my nigga up. Too legit to quit. It's that MC hammer flow. Shout out to the plug, he just gave me the mother load. Suck it on your grind and don't let nothing discourage you. The hate is real, but the love is fake. That's why my heart cold like a prison upstate. See, I don't throw shade and doubt, shall not hate. Smoking all that good weed, sticky out of scotch tape. High grade, boy, I'm on that other shit, that shit that you can be on. Flowing through the competition, light it like a Dion. Smoke a blunt, pour some liquor. For my brothers and sisters who no longer with us. True story. This is all in the fam, nigga. I ask your man what he tellin'. She might just let me keep a secret. Ain't no tellin'. I know they hate who you tellin'. If you ain't no better tell about me, yeah, about me, about me. If you ain't no better tell about me, about me. You ain't no better tell it. If you ain't no better tell it. I never fall in love again till I fell in love with the hustle. I double know my struggles. Coming up, I gotta run through the money. It's running, got hundreds and bundles. Running up the gun is central. I'm a problem, man, in trouble. I'm a champion like Russell. Never panic again, I'm humble. I'm paying in, but the fumble. Gutter. But I'm blaming it on the hood. Fuck your favorite shit, I'm done. Fuck your game, pussy good. I wish I shit on the wood. Fuck with that, you wish you could. I just wish you had a wood. I just do it like I should. All brand like a show. Hit my plug, read it out. Hit the plug, read it out. Stand flying down scheming. I know I got it just for reason. I bring them out like a demon. I want the family believing. I'm just out here superseding. I heard that they're from police. The way they go to the breezes. And I ain't fucking but she decent. Just got the hand, she was geeking. Half black and Puerto Rican. Fat ass overseated. We just smash on the weekend. She don't tell her man she cheating. But I asked her not believe him. Cause I nigga, he be tripping, man, he be treated. To the real, I pledge allegiance. I don't do it for convenience. I just do it for my legion. I'm just rubbing for my region. No shows in the season. Yeah. I'm high up, cold color. Just let it happen. The morals is all in the fan, nigga. I thought you made it for the time. She let me keep it secret. Ain't no telling. I know they ain't who you telling. If you ain't no better tell them. Bow, me, bow, me, bow, me. competition, give me time out. I got you, baby. No, if you're grinding out, take those time outs. Trying to pull hard, it's like it's tryouts. Coming from the bottom, gotta climb out. Been killing shit since a teenager. Here's a deal, I don't need a deal. I still walk around like we major. Chasing all this green paper, all this green on me like the Green Ranger. Especially usually don't do this, cause she a good girl with the green Ranger. Shots like a shoot around. Got ball players, I be shooting now instead of hooping at. So that dumb shit, I can't school them now. Say fuck school, bring the tool around. They don't fool around. Told them get the money, fuck the street shit. Cause the streets told you gotta cool it down. It's too high, I'm moon high. Both pockets got moonlight. Press hallelujah, it's the big kahuna. Can't fuck with these snake niggas, but these bitches be producer. Young artist, producer. From the PJs like super.
Nigga, why not come sit with a nigga? I just wanna show you something different. I just wanna change your living lately. You been out here getting it, yeah, this shit, have my pepper shit. I don't wanna see it end of this, looking through it effortless. You so damn bad, always on my mind. All I got for you is my time shit. Hope you got yours for me. You got a nigga feeling like Joe to see. You want more of me? Damn girl, why you wanna play? Why are you wanna with me? Just to waste the whole day, but sometimes I just need some space, but you wouldn't understand. Cause I don't sweat you like that. You're scared to call me your man. I can sense there's some past attached to your actions. I see why you get reckless. I see why you stress shit, but you don't wanna do that with me. I'm just trying to show up each casually. You want all of me. As you give me all of you, playing shit, don't switch up like an audible. You want me to be there to hold you. This can't commode you. These minds can teach you. All you gotta do is let me be one with you. Oh, whoa. Could you be there for me? Like I like you to be. Could you be there for me? Like I need you to be. Could you be there for me? Like I need you to be. Could you be there for you? I'm supposed to be a girl. Could you be there for me? Could you walk? Could you be walk? Walk. Yo, alright, let's cut that. Let's cut that. Y'all feeling that one?
Hope you enjoyed that quick recap. As always, you can see more performances from our other events at Mix103x.com.